Welcome to Celestial Zodiac. This is your daily horoscope for Tuesday, April 7th, 2026. After yesterday's emotional processing, today brings a noticeable shift into mental clarity and understanding. With Mercury gaining strength and the moon beginning to stabilize, thoughts start to organize and make more sense of what you were feeling. The sun in Aries continues to push for forward movement, but now you're not just reacting. You're beginning to see your direction more clearly. Conversations, insights, and realizations play a key role today. This is where the fog starts to lift and the truth becomes easier to work with. Aries, things begin to click for you today in a way they didn't yesterday. What felt confusing or emotionally charged is now starting to make sense, especially around your personal direction. You may find yourself replaying a conversation or thought and suddenly seeing it differently. There's a stronger sense of control returning, and that helps you move out of reaction mode. Communication flows more easily, and you may feel more confident expressing what you want. Just be mindful not to rush ahead too quickly. You're still refining your approach. Clarity is here, but it's still unfolding. Taurus, there's a quiet mental clarity emerging beneath the surface for you today. You may not be outwardly expressive about it, but internally, something is shifting in a meaningful way. Thoughts that felt foggy or emotional yesterday are becoming more defined. You're starting to understand why you've been feeling the way you have. This could relate to something you're ready to release or move on from. Give yourself space to process these insights without pressure to act immediately. This is about understanding first, action later. Gemini, your mind is fully engaged today, and clarity is coming through your interactions and conversations. You may find that something clicks while talking to someone or even just reflecting on recent events. There's a clearer sense of who aligns with you and who doesn't. You're becoming more selective with your energy, and that's a good thing. Ideas about your future or goals begin to feel more solid and realistic. Don't be afraid to speak up. Your voice carries weight today. This is about aligning your thoughts with your direction. Cancer, you're gaining a clearer perspective on your responsibilities and long-term direction today. What felt emotionally overwhelming is now becoming more manageable as you begin to think through it logically. There may be a conversation or realization that helps you see your situation differently. You're starting to understand what needs to be prioritized and what can wait. This shift gives you a sense of control that wasn't there before. You don't have to have everything figured out yet, but you're definitely on the right track. Clarity is replacing confusion. Leo, your perspective is expanding today, and with that comes a sense of mental clarity about your next steps. Something you were unsure about is starting to make more sense. You may feel inspired by a new idea, conversation, or piece of information that shifts your outlook. There's a growing confidence in your ability to move forward. At the same time, you're realizing that growth requires a change in mindset. Let yourself explore these new thoughts without shutting them down too quickly. This is where your next chapter begins to take shape. Virgo, there's a powerful moment of clarity for you today, especially around something deeper or more complex. You may finally understand a situation that has been weighing on you emotionally or mentally. This could involve shared resources, responsibilities, or emotional dynamics. What once felt confusing now feels more manageable because you can see it clearly. This gives you a sense of control and direction. You're no longer avoiding it, you're ready to deal with it. That shift alone is incredibly empowering. Libra, clarity comes through your relationships today, particularly through communication. You may have an important conversation or come to a realization about where things stand. What felt uncertain or imbalanced is now easier to understand. You're able to see both sides more clearly, including your own role in the situation. This helps you approach things with more confidence and honesty. Don't shy away from expressing what you need. This is about creating balance through clear understanding. Scorpio, Your focus sharpens today when it comes to your daily life and responsibilities. You're starting to see exactly where things have been off or inefficient. This awareness allows you to begin thinking about real solutions. You may feel motivated to reorganize, adjust, or improve your routines. There's less emotional weight and more practical clarity now. You're stepping into problem-solving mode, which is where you thrive. This is the beginning of meaningful change. Sagittarius, you're gaining clarity around what truly brings you joy and where your energy is best spent. Something that felt scattered or uncertain is now becoming more focused. You may realize that not everything deserves your attention, and that's okay. This allows you to channel your energy into what actually matters. Creativity and inspiration flow more easily when you're aligned. There's a sense of direction returning to your passions. Follow what feels genuine, not just exciting in the moment. Capricorn, today brings mental clarity around your personal life and emotional foundation. You may start to understand something about your home or family situation that wasn't clear before. This helps you approach things in a more grounded and practical way. You're able to separate emotion from strategy, which gives you an advantage. Decisions feel less overwhelming when you can see them clearly. You don't need to fix everything today. Just understanding it is enough. That clarity sets the stage for progress. Aquarius, your thoughts are becoming clearer and more focused today, especially after feeling mentally scattered. You may find that ideas come together in a way that finally makes sense. Communication is key, and you may feel more confident expressing your perspective. Something you've been trying to figure out starts to click. This gives you a renewed sense of confidence in your thinking. Trust your voice. It's more aligned than you realize. This is about owning your perspective. Pisces, clarity is emerging around your values, your resources, and what truly matters to you. You may have a realization about how you've been handling money, time, or energy. What once felt uncertain is now easier to define. This allows you to start thinking more strategically about your next steps. You're gaining confidence in your ability to create stability. Just take it one step at a time. There's no need to rush. This is about building something solid with clear intention. Today marks the shift from feeling to understanding. What was unclear is beginning to make sense, and with that comes the ability to move forward with intention. You don't need all the answers yet, but you now have enough clarity to start making aligned decisions. As the week continues, this clarity will turn into action, so pay attention to what's becoming obvious now. That's your daily cosmic commute forecast. Please like, subscribe, and share to stay connected to your Monday through Friday astrology here on Celestial Zodiac.